welcome back, baseball fans. I'm Vin Rock, that guy.
Hey, that guy. I'm Dano. How you doing, that guy?
Hey, all right, we're talking Tops Now baseball cards today. You know, the ones that were only available on Tops.com for 24 hours. What are we doing in today's show?
Well, today's an interesting show because today is the 2nd of February, so it's 222024, and we're going to be doing cards 802 to 822. How do you like the
Eight,
twos now?
eight, two twos. A lot of eights and twos in there.
Mostly twos, but some eights.
Yeah, that's wild. And all those twos, do they add up to eight? I don't know, even know. It's probably shooting way past. That's a lot of twos. You're right. How many twos is that? That's too many.
We'll
Too
give it
many to count.
something to pontificate about after in the green room.
Yeah, wow. Count them all up, add them up. What do you get? So I'm going to share my screen right now. All right. That way we can talk about the card that's on the screen and we can all be on the same page at the same time. It's kind of magical. And I will
802
leave,
leads us off, right? Right.
yeah, and I will leave us on the side. That way, if you want to show off some cards over here on the left hand side, if you get bored of looking at what's on my screen, you can look at his screen over there. So, first card of the day on this show. These are available September 3rd to September 4th. This is Miguel Cabrera, card 802, 802. Had a print run almost exactly the same as the card number, 795. So about seven or so off. And this card celebrates how he passes George Brett, 17th on all-time hit list.
Cool. Base cards for this are $6 free shipping on the low end here on eBay for this future Hall of Famer. And then let's see what we got in parallels. We got the 101 for 750 or best offer. We got that okay, that's a sponsored one. We got the blue parallel to 149 or best offer.
Wow, huh?
We got the red one out of order for 89, obviously from a different seller. Okay, so here's lower. Here I'm seeing a blue for 1995.
Okay.
All right, so the lowest blue is 1995. There's a purple for 40.
Interesting. All right, let's go to the next one. This is Blake Snell. I still think he's available as a free agent. I'm not sure he's settled anywhere.
Maybe we could sign him to our team.
Yeah, that's be awesome. This is Top Stock card 803. Had a low print run of 323, and this card celebrates how he threw his 201st strikeout of the season, most by a lefty in Padres history.
I like this guy too. I
Yeah.
wish he could sign where we want him to play, right? So the base cards here are $8. There's a blue parallel here for $8.88. There's several of them at the single digit number. Then there's purples for 15, reds for 40. There's a gold for 400 or best offer. And you could buy quantity of this card I see at the bottom here for $7. So it's a $7 card, and honestly, it only looks like there's two sellers of the base card.
Would
So
you
this
like him to
card
be
could
a
be
Dodger?
adopted.
What if the
Right, but
Dodgers pick him up?
they might be able to get him on the sneaky down low. You never know.
I think the Dodgers pick him up. All right, that's my prediction. Let's keep on keeping on. This is
Keep it
Ronald
on.
Acuna Jr. What now?
I was just keep it on. I was keeping your rhythm. Go ahead.
Oh, yes, indeed. Keep the rhythm going. This card is number 804, had a print run of 1,483. This is Ronald Acuna Jr. Smacks home run, 121.2 miles per hour. It's actually the third hardest hit homer ever in the history of ever.
They made a lot of this card. So because of that, the base card, there's one as low as $1.99 plus $1 shipping or best offer. Then it goes up to $4 or $5 from there. On parallels for this card, there's a blue for 20, and I don't see anything higher or lower, depending on how you look at parallels.
Yeah.
Lower numbered, higher priced.
Interesting. All right, let's goes to the next card. This is Trey Turner. He's a Hall of Famer in my book, but why does he keep going to team to team to team? This is top sound card 805, had a print run of 621, and this card celebrates a five-game home run streak, ties the longest by a shortstop in Major League Baseball history. That's pretty amazing.
Trey. Let's see. So this is going to be an unusual feedback here on the eBay. There's a $5 or best offer plus $1 shipping from the same usual sellers. Then there's a $6 plus $2 shipping. But here's the uniqueness. There's a blue parallel for $8.
Wow. Free shipping?
And for free shipping, $8.
Wow.
Oh no, yeah, free shipping, $8. So there's something the show's giving you people here out in YouTube land. And
Those are nuggets for you.
there's more blue parallels at very low prices for Trey. Is he a Hall of Famer? In your opinion?
Oh, I already said that when we opened up this card.
Yeah, I think so too. So I think this guy's being very mistreated by the hobby in terms of speculation and what his card should be worth. Yes.
Yeah, I agree. All right, this is Kyron Perry. This is a Topps Now card, 806. Has a print run of 770. Let me go ahead and do that. Bam. This is an Angels card. This is a call-up card. And it says here, tallies first hit and steal of his Major League Baseball career. And there is the back of the card right there.
So Karen Paris would be the name, yeah?
Right, sure.
Okay.
I don't know.
$4 plus $1 shipping on the low end for this guy. Same seller has him at that place. It's his first call-up card, first card on Topps Now, probably likely his first card, period. That's a major league card. Blue parallels are 20. Purple is 30. Here's a red for 150. Here's a one of 5 for 200. I don't see the 101.
No 101. All right, that brings us to the next card. This is, let me get rid of this. Don't know why these are all on there. It says Ronnie Mauricio. This is a Topps Now card, 807. Had a print run of 1,410. This card celebrates how he's the first Mets player with 4 hits in his first 5 at-bats. And that's first since 2014. Yeah, Cloudy Tuesday.
How did you say his name? Mauricio?
Do we need to get hung up on that? I don't know.
No, I'm just wondering how I would say it. So that's why
I say it how you say it.
Mauricio. I think so. All right. Yeah, I didn't mean to get caught up on the misspelling or mispronunciation.
We're here for print runs.
Print runs, correct. So this is the last card of the day. This card base is a $5 card. It's a call-up New York Met card. So let's see. Parallels are going to be pricey. The blues start at 30. Purples are 40. Let's see. Here's a gold for 200. Orange for 250. Excuse me, not a gold. Orange is for 120 and up. I don't see a gold, but there's 3 oranges for sale, and 120 is the lowest price for the number to 5.
Wow, that's impressive. All right, here we go. This is Tim Anderson, and I think he's also, I believe, a free agent as well. And it says here, this is Topps Now card 808, had a print run of 413, records 1,000 hit of his career. So hopefully somebody will pick him up before the season starts. What do you say? What's eBay saying?
I think Tim Anderson is definitely, a starter quality player on the downside of his career, but I'm sure there's a place for him in the pro I'm sure someone's going to sign him. eBay, $5 plus $1 shipping is the lowest for Tim Anderson on a base. Here's a blue parallel for $10. Then they go up a little bit. Oh, here's one for 6 plus 5.45 for shipping, so still more than 10. Purples are 15. There's plenty of Tim Anderson to be had. Here's a 2 of 5 for 50. Here's an orange for 150. Here's the 101 for 150.
Not that surprising. All right. Well, there it is. 413 for Tim Anderson. And you already heard the prices. Sounds pretty I just hope he shines at near the end of his career. Like you said, it's a downhill slope of his career for now. But that brings us to the next card of the day. This is the first card of this day, I believe, September 4th through September 5th, 2023. This is Pete Alonso, card number 809. Had a print run of 863. This card celebrates how he's the 5th in Major League Baseball history with 40 or more home runs in 3 of his first 5 seasons. Yeah, that's impressive, and it's words on the back, no picture.
He's a big basher. He's
Polar
a
bear.
modern day Hank Greenberg.
Yeah, he smashes that ball.
eBay, $7 is the lowest base card I see. Purples are 13, free shipping and up. I meant blues. Purples are 19, free dollar shipping and up. Here is a 1 of 1 for 900, owned by one of the sellers we know. And there are no orange, there are no red.
Interesting. All right. Thank you for looking into that, sir. That brings us to the next Tops Now card. This is 810. Had another low print run. And you know what's interesting about this show so far is that some of the print runs have been sub 400 here. This is Adolis Garcia, card number 810, had a print run of 365. One card for each day of the year.
Yes. Garcia, base card, $7 is the lowest. So this is a little bit more difficult to find, like you mentioned, because the print run is a little bit lower. But then the parallels kind of go out of whack because the base card is the card then. $10 for the blue parallel is the lowest. 20 for a purple, 40 for a red. No 1 of 1s.
No one.
Speaking of print totals, just since you brought it up like that, I think the 365 is the second lowest one of the show. Blake Snell was 323.
Yeah.
And Blake Snell cards were $8. So I think a short printed base card is 250, 260 or less. I think a quasi short print is, like you say, up to 400. It could be, it could not be, depends on who the player is.
Yeah, barriers and defining terms.
That's what I think. Right. You know, if you get a 500 print with Mike Trout and Ronald Acuna Jr., for example, that's a short print for two superstar players, I think.
Superstars. And speaking of superstars, that brings us to the next card of the day. That was available September 4th through September 5th. This card number 811, call 811 before you dig. Well, you got card number 811. Do you dig? This is this had a print run of 4,376. That's the spirit right there. Look at that. And this card celebrates how Shohei Ohtani became the 8th Major League Baseball player ever with 2 or more 40 home runs and 20 stolen base seasons. So, wow, good job there.
Very cool. At one point, this was the card of going to be the card of the stream, but it's not. Let's see here. So for the base cards in this respect, for card 811, the lowest one I see is $4 best offer plus 87 cents for shipping, and there are many of them at that price range. So this card is going to be about the parallels. Let's see what we find. All right, so let's talk a little bit graded here. We got a graded 9.5 for $39 plus $6 shipping from one of the sellers we know well. And then we got this card out of, it looks like Japan, a PSA 10 for $121. And I don't see any cheaper. We got an ungraded purple parallel for $200. We've got a PSA 10 49 blue parallel for $275. There's a black label for $500. So people really expecting big things from at least big money from this card.
That's incredible.
Right?
Yes, indeed. All right, next one. This is the card of the day, I believe. You made it on the thumbnail.
Card of the show.
Yeah, card of the show. Jason Dominguez, card number 812, had a print run of 6,907. He's the 4th Yankees player to homer in 2 of his first 3 games. There it is. And no picture on the back.
Now, this guy was all the rage for a while. And now that he got hurt and it's off season, the cards have fallen back. The lowest price base card is $2 plus 50 cents for shipping. So
right now, is it a time to load up before the hype goes, the hype train builds again? And these are going to be worth what, $7, $8, $9, $10 a card?
I don't know if that happens for a long time based on how many listings are here. So I think this one becomes one of those that if you have that strategy, buy the parallels. I'm looking for parallels right now. So the lowest price blue parallel I find is 50. There's a purple for 50. There's another blue one for 50. There's another blue for 60. So that's about the price range. And then it starts to crank up. There is the one of one for 1500 available.
Wow.
Best offer, but 1500's the ask.
They know what they got and they're holding on to it and they're saying so they're taking a position on that one. That's interesting.
Well, this is Dominguez's not his first appearance in Tops Now, but his first call-up card. Because I remember his first appearance was in a minor league all-star game where he got a Tops Now card a year or two ago.
Correct. Yeah.
So this is his first true professional or major league card. And in this case, this card is all about the parallels.
Yep.
Because the base cards are, the base cards are a dime a dozen.
Dime a dozen. All right. Here we go. Christian Encarnacion. This is Strand and Ellie De La Cruz. This is card number 823. Is that right? 823. Is that what we're on?
We're on card 813.
I don't know how we got that card. I knew right away. That didn't feel right. 813. I don't have 813. What is it? Go ahead and
J-Rod. It's Julio Rodriguez. It's the first card of the next day.
Okay.
He's pictured with a bat swinging through, and it's the first Mariners player with 25 home runs and 25 stolen bases in his first 2 seasons. The base cards here, the lowest is $3 plus $1 shipping. Let's see what parallel is. Here's blues for 30. Yeah, it skips right over the 20s. And then here's a red for 80. I don't see any purples, oranges, or golds. Should I keep talking, or did that give you enough chance to catch up to us?
I'm caught up. Next one is Royce Lewis. That's Tops Now card 814. Had a print run of 842. This card was available September 5th through September 6th. And this one about Royce Lewis celebrates how he's the second player with 4 Grand Slams in his first 13 Major League Baseball home runs. So that's pretty amazing. So for 13 home runs, he's got 4 Grand Slams already.
Right on, Royce. He was really hot at that time of the season, so it's kind of cool to be doing this a little bit later from perspective. Base cards, $7 is the lowest one. There's plenty. The blue parallels start at 15. There's a purple at 20. There's a red color match at 60. There's an orange number to 5 that's 95. There's no one of one.
Really? That's interesting. All right, that brings us to the next card. This is Justin Steele. Tops Now card 815 had a decent print run of 1,146. This card celebrates his records, how Mr. Steele records a career high strikeouts through 8 scoreless innings pitched. And how many did he have? Well, you have to go to the back to say punched out a career high 12 batters in a 2-hit 8-inning shutout over San Francisco Giants. Wow, that's pretty nifty.
This is the last card of the day drop, not of our show, but of the drop that day. Justin Steele's base cards are available for $6 plus $1 shipping. Let's see about some parallels. Here is the one of 5 for 200. Here's a blue for 35. That's interesting how it comes out there on the computer. And I don't see anything else.
Interesting. All right. Here you go. Bam. There he is. That's Noelvi Marte, card number 816. Had a print run of 1,476. I think that's twice now we've had that print run today, 1,476. That's the spirit. Now, this card celebrates how Mr. Marte smashes his first career home run. And honestly, this might be the guy to collect for next year, or maybe even look at this year and start picking those cards up. If I wanted to start collecting the heck out of this guy, because I believe he's going to be the next it, what do I have to spend? What am I dropping?
Well, the lowest one here is $5.
Not bad.
Not bad. Parallels. course, red will be the color match, but we'll start with the low ones. Here's blues at 20 and up. There's only one. There's no purples. There's no yellows, golds. There's one red for 150.
Wow.
And I like to laugh. We know the seller.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's interesting. So looks like people are holding on to their parallels, aren't they?
This guy might be the rookie of the year. I mean, this guy really. There's big expectations riding around on this guy.
Yeah, I agree. All right, let's go to the next one. That's Brandon Lau or Lowe, depending on which one you're talking about. I think there's two of them on that team. This card number 817 had had a Tampa Bay print run of 333. This card says that he cracks walk-off home run in the 11th inning. And it's got a picture on the back.
Lucky us. So this Brandon Lau or Low, because we never remember which one is which, is the $6 base card. The low end. Then we have blue parallels at 10 and up, combining shipping. There's a purple for a 1050. Lots of blues, lots of purples around 12, 13 buck parallels. Here's a couple of reds at 20. So this guy's very common. I don't see the 101. I don't see any 105s.
And the base card is how much again? You said that was like what, $5? $6. Wow. And
how
the
many
parallels.
did they make? 333. So Blake Snell printed lower, and Blake Snell's at least a rug more notorious or more famous, isn't he?
It's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Well, the base of this card for Brandon Lau is just really close to those parallels. That's interesting. All right, Miguel Cabrera looks like this is an important card right here. All right, this is a big deal card. Says here, gets standing ovation in final series at Yankee Stadium. They give him some kind of like signage, 161st Street Station at Yankee Stadium right there, and it's got him hugging Judge. This Topps Now card 818 had actually a lower print run than I thought it would have at 1,288. Yikes! What about it?
Well, first of all, it's not some kind of signage. It's subway signage from New York in honor of his time being spent playing in New York.
And it's signed by the whole team, right?
Likely, yes. That's probably what the scribble is. I don't see it up close, but yes. Base cards for this card are $6. So it's not a common. Here's a parallel for 1050, but it's at auction. Here's another one at 18. Buy it now. Here's another one for 20. Buy it now. These are blues. Purples are 50. Here's another purple that's way priced out of whack. And then there are no oranges, reds, or golds.
As an Aaron Judge fan, you got to love this. As a Yankees fan, you got to love this card.
Absolutely. It's one of those things where does an Aaron Judge fan collector have to come back and get this card? I don't know.
If they don't know about it, they should know about it so they could buy it, because he's almost the most prominent player on there. You look at him and you're like, Aaron Judge, that's the first thing you see.
He's in the 49 percentile.
He's the card.
Well, only because he's not named. That's why I say it like that.
Yeah, you're right. Blammo. All right. So thank you for going to those numbers for us, if that's what I just said. This is Giancarlo Stanton. This card number 819 had a decent print run of 1,285. Now it says here he's the fourth fastest player to reach 400 career home runs. That's amazing.
That is. That. I mean, you think he's going to get to 500?
If he keeps this up, he will.
There's some question. I read an article about it that he's on the cusp. If you get to 500, you're a Hall of Famer. And there's some question because he's been injured so much that he may not get there. But he's got such a high number and he's still so young enough that he could back in with 20 home run seasons for the next 5 years and get in.
Yeah, I think. Could you imagine?
I don't mind.
I think he makes it.
His cards aren't Hall of Fame type worthy in the industry. I know New York fans must like him the way Dodger fans like Will Smith, for example. But I don't know. Card 819, $4.
Wait, what?
Well, I'm
What?
comparing. You don't think that's a fair comparison?
Oh my gosh, where did I I've heard it all.
Why? Will
No,
Smith is not a local favorite?
who's well, I mean, okay, you know what? I didn't even think. I thought the actor right away, not the player. Sorry.
And I
I
meant the
was like,
Dodger, not the Brave.
yeah, there you go. See? All right, we ready to move on to the next?
Well, let me cover the parallels just so you were thorough. So the base on this is $4, and then we got blue parallels for $10, which says all you need to know.
All
Here's
you need to
purple at
know.
50. It means that they don't love John Carlos Stanton if you got parallels for $10.
Not for $10.
Card 820, please.
820. He needs it. He's got to have it. This is Francisco Alvarez, card number 820, had a print run of 1,033. This is a rookie card. It says here's the second catcher with 20 home runs and 50 RBIs in a season at age 21. 21.
This guy's very sought after. People are really looking at this guy seriously. I don't know why, but they love him. Base cards for this character are $5 on the low end on eBay. And I bet you his parallels are going to be a lot more than John Carlos Stanton. And I'm right. Here is a blue parallel. The lowest priced one I find is $35 plus $5 for shipping. Then it goes up. Here's a purple for $50 plus $5. Anything more than purple? Come on. Nope. That's it. Rookie card, not call-up card.
And not a John Carlos Stanton card.
Clearly not.
There it is. All right, let's go to the next one. We have two more cards of the day. This here is Jose Altuve. Card number 821 had a print run of 1,529. That means some people still like him. He's the fourth player to hit 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. Fourth
like him.
fourth player to hit 3 home runs in the first 3 innings of a game. So he went back to back to back in 3 innings of a game. That's incredible.
So what else happens if you hit 3 home runs in a game?
That's incredible.
Do you get a bonus card?
You know you do. Come on, we've been doing this long enough.
Feeding you, you're feeding me.
No. Bonus card.
That means the bonus card will be printed half of what this card is because we know they didn't do 1,500 Road to Opening Day Astro sets. I have it written down here how many they did. Let's see. Astros. Let's see. They did 472 Astro sets. Base cards are $4.
Now wait a minute. Are you also going to look up the opening day bonus card to see what that one's cost as well?
I thought I did well by saying how many they were going to make.
Well, if you're going to bring that up, you might as well say how much it costs too.
And I have to look that up. So that'll
yes.
All right. So let's do parallels here. Parallels. The cheapest blue is $20. There's a purple for $20. The red is 125. There are no goals. Now what would we look up? Jose Altuve.
You could just opening day bonus ODB.
Hold on, we're gonna do a little copy and paste.
How long have you been doing this now?
A couple shows worth.
A couple. That's important. That's a good start.
Opening day.
Because I told you we're on the last 2 cards, right? You're like, I'm going to sandbag this one.
Well,
we were going so fast.
You came up with this new idea to check this, so I want to honor what you say. Hold on. Opening day bonus. Opening day
ODB.
Jose Altuve 2023. Here we go. So I did it without a number. Lowest first. The lowest first is $9. Well, there's 2 opening day bonuses for Altuve, actually. There's opening day bonus card 30 and there's opening day bonus card 32. So now I got to tell you the difference. See what you opened up? 4th player to hit 3 home runs in the first inning is
that's the one we need right there.
32. Okay.
32.
And opening day 30 bonus is first career cycle. So he hit the cycle a couple games before the.
Yep.
All right, so
And that was in our
32.
past shows, if you want to catch up to those.
Right. So let's see 32. But again, there's the same amount of each card, obviously. $6 for the low end on the 32. And there's one guy selling both of them for 12. So if you want the card, it can be had.
All right, it's all you. That means we're going to go to the last card of the show. And that's Jordan Walker, card number 822, had a print run of 1,334. And this card celebrates how he has the, the fourth most home runs in club history before the age of 22. There it is, the fourth one, not the first, second, or third, but fourth.
Right on. This guy's going to be really good. I think he's potentially Hall of Famer, even after just 1 year. $4, low end base. You have something to say about Hall of Famer or no?
We'll see.
Okay, we'll see. Let's see what his parallels are here. But with this guy, the other parallels were pricey, so I'm sure this will be pricey. Blue is 30, so it's double what the usual is. Many of them for sale. There's a purple for 50. Here is a 1 of 1 for 800. Here's a graded blue PSA 10 for 118. Let's see if we have any of this graded base. No graded base. Oh, here's a graded. This is an SGC 10 for 35 for a base card of this guy. And here's a purple parallel PSA 10 for 203. So he's our last card of the day, huh?
He's the last card of the show, 822.
I'm always a little sad when we get to the end.
Got to the end. We're here.
You want to tell us about any new baseball or any new Topps-related entities? Something?
Well, I mean, the pitchers and catchers report, I think, here in about 12 days, less than 2 weeks now, I think. And then we're already starting to look at games to go to here. We're probably going to end up going to some Detroit Tigers games this year in Lakeland. So we're looking into those games this year.
Oh, preseason. Right on. That's
spring
cool.
training at the Grapefruit League.
I want to throw out here that the Topps Living Set, can I mention that?
Oh, yeah, man. Do it.
Topps Living Set, the 2 cards available on the website this week are Zach Eflin on the Rays and Garrett Anderson on the Angels.
Oh, it's too bad you didn't show us with your screen share. That way we could see what, put that one in our mind's eye.
Let's see what I know how to do here. I think I'm going to have to practice for the next show. I don't remember
that's all right.
how that goes.
That's all right.
Should I take us home?
Yeah, I want to thank everybody that was hanging out and watching us through this whole show. I know it's kind of we have our ups, we have our downs, but by the end of it, you had a good time watching us. So I'm that guy. I'm Vin Rock. We'll talk to you soon.
Hey, Vin Rock, thanks for hanging out. We're here talking baseball. We're talking Topps on Demand. Stay blessed.